All right, let's jump right in. Today we're going to tackle a really cool idea. What if all those moments you feel socially awkward aren't actually flaws? What if they're signs that your brain is, well, pretty amazing? You know that feeling, right? You're at a party or some kind of get-together and you just feel off. It's like everyone else got the memo on how to act and you're running on last year's software. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are so not alone.
See, for a lot of us, it feels like there's a bug in our system, some kind of glitch that makes trying to socialize feel clunky and unnatural, maybe even just plain wrong.
And these glitches are super specific, aren't they? That deep internal sigh when someone wants to talk about the weather, or spending way too long trying to figure out the perfect way to phrase a text message. And of course, that classic feeling of being on the outside looking in when you're in a group. These are real, and they're exhausting.
When you add all those little glitches up, they usually lead to one big, powerful conclusion that you keep to yourself. It's that nagging voice in the back of your head that says something must be wrong with you. You start to think you're broken. But here's where we're going to flip the whole script. What if all of that stuff you thought was a weakness isn't a weakness at all? What if it's not a bug, but a built-in feature of a really powerful mind? And that brings us to the reality of the situation. We're going to pull back the curtain and look at what's really going on under the hood. It turns out these social quirks are often just a side effect of a high cognition brain doing its thing.
So check this out. This is the big reframe. That hate for small talk, that's not you being antisocial. It's what's called a high need for cognition. Overthinking every word, that's not just anxiety, it's linguistic precision. And that feeling of being broken? No way. That's your brain running a constant, high-level quality control check on everything.
Let's break down linguistic precision. It means that when you're a little slow to respond, you're not failing. You're actually trying to excel at conversation. Your brain is treating it like a chess match, thinking a few moves ahead, making sure every word is just right before you say it. It's careful, it's precise.
And what about that high need for cognition? This one's my favorite. It means your brain is basically an information-seeking missile that is hardwired for depth. It doesn't just dislike small talk, it actively rejects shallow data because it's hungry for something real, something with substance it can actually work with.
To put it as simply as possible, your brain isn't broken, it's just bored. The problem isn't that you can't handle social situations, it's that a lot of them just aren't interesting enough to hold your brain's attention.
Okay, so we've established it's a feature, not a bug. Awesome. But what do we do about it? Well, now we talk about the patch. This is how you take this new understanding and turn it into an actual strength you can use every single day.
Think about social trends for a second. Some people just jump on board, blindly following the herd. But a brain with high critical thinking, your brain, instinctively stops and questions the norm. It's not interested in just fitting in, it's searching for quality connections.
And here it is. This is the biggest takeaway. That thing you've been calling social awkwardness, it's actually one of your most powerful tools. It's a super effective built-in filter for quality. It helps you sift through all the noise to find the people and conversations that actually matter.
So how do you start using this filter? First, just accept it. Mindless trends aren't for you, and that is perfectly okay. Give yourself permission to opt out. Second, start actively seeking out and valuing deep conversations. And third, the most important one, start seeing that awkwardness for what it is, a superpower for finding real, genuine connection.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. If you can accept that this part of you isn't a glitch but a finely tuned filter, the really powerful question becomes, what are you filtering for? What kind of people, what kind of ideas, and what kind of connections are truly worth your energy?